Hey, good morning. We're at 6th and Spring downtown, where we saw those large crowds gathering, calling for change and police reform. The Starbucks behind me, one of the first businesses that was looted during those protests, also where the very first George Floyd mural went up. And earlier this morning, we talked to the artist reflecting on the last year here in L.A. Listen.
This intersection has been kind of an intersection of introspection for many reasons, and the Justice mural that I painted here a year ago was painted in the spirit of solidarity, with downtown solidarity with the movement. You know, peace, love, and change, and hope are things that we need to come together on. Where we need to go from here is we need to communicate. We need to be united. We're stronger together, but at the same time, change doesn't always have to be one that is tearing down businesses, but actually investing in the community. Sometimes the community is the destination, and that's where I draw my biggest inspirations from.
Although the mural along the plywood covering the broken windows is now gone, Starbucks asked Vargas to paint a permanent mural inside the store with a message of unity and change. Now, Floyd's death sparked protests across the country and here in the Southland. Today, there's another Black Lives Matter rally at 9 o'clock this morning. It starts at City Hall, and it's called Staying on the Streets. Mr. Akili is one of the organizers joining me this morning. Obviously, there's so much more we need to do, but looking back from last year's protests, what has changed up to date?
Well, I think the first thing that has changed is that we are talking about substantive reform. We're talking about real change. We're talking about defunding the police and divesting and investing. We are talking about the fact that Black Lives Matters is real. And that we shouldn't have to debate it. We shouldn't have to fight about it. We shouldn't have to hear other sides. It's a real position. Unfortunately, though, it comes at a high price. It comes at Black death. If you look at what happened with George Floyd, with Breonna Taylor, with Ahmaud Arbery, with a number of people who were killed that year, that's a heavy price for any people to pay to make some real change. And what Black Lives Matters wants to do, first of all, is end state-sanctioned violence. Secondly, we want real accountability. And then thirdly, we want defunding of the police.
All right, thank you so much for that protest at 9 o'clock this morning. Much more throughout Good Day LA. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, Mario, we'll check in with you throughout the morning. Thank you.